Um, Hello, boys and girls. How are you today?
Good.
Awesome. My name is Laura Ingalls Wilder, and I was born February 7, 1867, in Wisconsin, in what we called the Big Woods. My family included my ma and my pa, my Mary, then me, Carrie, and Grace. My family moved a lot. We lived in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and the Dakota Territory. When I was a little girl in Walnut Grove, in the spring of 1897, Mary got sick, and she had a stroke, and she actually got sick with scarlet fever. The doctor said that the stroke had damaged the nerves in her eyes, and soon she became blind. When I was 15, I was offered a job sewing shirts. I was being paid 25 cents a day for 6 weeks. For us, that was actually a lot of money. And a couple of years later, I became a teacher. That's where I met Almanzo Wilder, but I called him Manly, and he called me Beth. And I thought he was the greatest person ever. Manly would take me home every day after school. Then, one day in the summer of 1884, Almanzo bought a ring for me, an engagement ring. Then me and Almanzo got married. On August 25, 1885, Almanzo and I were married. Almanzo and I were blessed with a baby girl born on December 5, 1886, in the middle of a snowstorm. We also had a son, but sadly, he only lived 2 weeks. But we still had Rose. Then our house burned to the ground, and we lost everything. And then, shortly after this, Pa died. This was a very sad time for us, and we decided to move to the Ozark Mountains, to a little town in the Ozark Mountains. And we planned to grow apples. I thought someone should write the whole story of Charles Ingalls. Shortly after this, I started to write down some of my memories of my early childhood. It was actually my daughter Rose who convinced me to send them to a publisher. These books are what I am remembered for today. And I wrote. And these books are what I am remembered for still today. I hope that all you boys and girls will be able to know what pioneer life was like through my books. And actually, I didn't put in here, but before Almanzo got a ring for me, he actually was bringing another girl in the wagon when he came to get me, and I started getting jealous because I liked him and I wanted to marry him, but I thought he liked her and he would marry her instead. But then I finally said that when he said, if you bring her along, you needn't come and pick me up at all. And the next day, he didn't have her, and she had one, and I had one, and and then a couple years later, that's when he brought a ring for me.